let's get started then. I'm sorry I couldn't speak to you all yesterday. As you know, I was just leaving for Geneva when you asked me to mediate. First of all, a few ground rules. I'd like everybody to explain their point of view without interruptions, and then we'll try to generate different options and see if we can't find a compromise that's acceptable to everyone. I'm not going to get involved, I'm just going to chair the discussion and help you to find an agreement. Is everybody comfortable with that?
Yeah, that's fine, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
Good. So, Ed, could you summarise the meeting you had in Kampala?
Well, if Blue Rock don't support me on this, we can forget about the Village Wells project.
Let's stay positive, please, Ed. Tell us about the benefits rather than the negatives.
All right. Well, Africa desperately needs highly trained water resources engineers. There's a lot of pressure on us to sponsor engineering students. Our local partners are very keen on the idea.
Especially if their children are the students.
Cassie, we'll come to you next, OK? But let's hear Ed out first, all right?
Sorry, Ed.
So basically, you're saying if we support the education project, we're sure to be able to continue to provide clean water to villages. Have I got that right?
Exactly.
But the point is, Ed, you should at least have talked to us first and...
Peter, can we try to use I rather than you? You know, I'd like rather than you should.
Oh, sure. Ed, I'd like us to talk this through together before making any kind of commitment.
Personally, I just find this really disturbing. I mean, it's like they're trying to blackmail us.
Cassie, let's leave judgments aside for the moment, all right? That's rather a broad generalisation. Can you be more specific?
Well, Amos Jeffer's son wants to go to Brunel University. It just seems too much of a coincidence that they're suddenly asking us to fund engineering students.
Can I just come in here?
Yes, Jack, go ahead.
Frankly, that's a load of rubbish.
Let's not get too abrasive here. You're saying that's not a good example.
Right, sorry. Amos Jr. is already at Brunel University. His course is being funded by the European Union. All the Africans want is for other bright young people to have the same opportunities.
So, are there any other options?
Couldn't we help them with the education project without actually funding it ourselves?
You mean get someone else to raise the money?
Exactly. That way we'd ensure their continued cooperation with the Wells project without upsetting our donors.
Ed, does that make sense?
I suppose it's worth exploring. Maybe we could ask the lottery people to get involved.
We could try talking to the universities too.
All right, let's look at that idea in more detail. Peter, are you happy with that?
As I said, as long as it's clear that our donors' money is only being spent on building wells, yes, I can live with that.
OK, so shall we ask Ed to float the idea with the Africans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us know how they react. I'll summarise what we've agreed by email, and I suggest we all meet again when I get back to London.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds all right.
yeah, thanks.
Sue.